2025 has started out strong for new airsoft products. In fact, in the last 2 weeks alone, we have had 60 new airsoft guns coming in stock here at BZ Tactical. And that's not including restocks, that's 60 brand new to BZ products that we haven't had before. So it looks like we're gonna be very, very busy on the BZ channel in 2025. But of all the new products that have launched this year so far, one of the fastest selling and one of the most anticipated is Wolverine's first attempt at an airsoft shotgun. Is it any good? Let's find out. This is the Wolverine Gen-12 HPA shotgun. It's Wolverine's first attempt at a HPA shotgun, and spoiler alert, they've smashed it out of the park, but more on that later. Let's just go into the gun itself. So this is officially licensed from Taran Tactical and Genesis Arms. It's a real life version of this gun, and you may have seen this gun featured in John Wick 4, just like the Pit Viper pistol that we've done an unboxing of recently on the channel. Go watch that if you haven't already. There is another John Wick 4 officially licensed airsoft gun on the market now, and it's this Gen-12 shotgun from Wolverine. So full disclosure, I was actually off work when this thing came into stock here at BZ. It's my first day back, and already I'm gonna have to record a video on this thing, because if we don't do it today, this thing will be totally sold out. In fact, by the time this video goes out, we probably won't have any of these left. Don't worry, we'll be restocking them because we are a Wolverine stockers here in the UK. But basically, I'm gonna have to do a video about this as quick as I possibly can before they go, because I just really wanted to talk about this HPA shotgun that has gotten a lot of people talking here in the UK. First of all, let's look at some of the key features of the gun. Obviously, it's got the official licensing, it's got the Taran Tactical logos and the Genesis Arms logo on it. Yeah, it is officially licensed from John. It has been seen in John Wick 4, so that automatically adds a massive cool factor to it. I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job, as always, as replicating the real thing. Wolverine are fantastic for attention to detail. I think when you hear that it's a Wolverine product, you know that it's going to be a quality item. I don't think a Wolverine product has ever had a poor launch. We've seen great airsoft products over the years have a really bad launch because there's a major issue with it that does quickly get resolved, but I feel like with Wolverine, they've never had that. I think they've made some like slight tweaks over the years, or obviously we're on the Gen 3 MTWs at the moment, so they have made like tweaks and improvements, but just straight out of the box, Wolverine are known for making fantastic working rifles, and with the first attempt at a shotgun, it's absolutely no different. This thing is an absolute delight to shoot. So Wolverine has really tried to make this as close to the real thing as possible. I know they worked very closely with Taran Tactical and Genesis Arms to make this replica as close to the real thing as they can. In fact, it actually comes with a genuine BCM grip and a BCM buttstock as well. This isn't BCM Air like VFC. This is an actual BCM firearms company. These are the real things that you get on the real steel version of this thing. So great attention to detail there. It's got a 10-inch key mod TTI replica rail on it. It's got a CNC machined aluminium receiver set. You can feel instantly the quality on this thing, really high as always from Wolverine. I'm not sure if you can see in there, but it's got the Wolverine Havoc HPA engine inside of it, of course. It's got Spartan electronics inside of it. It's got shotgun firmware in there, so you can adjust this thing to how you want it to shoot. It's also compatible with some MTW spec parts as well if you're already a Wolverine owner. It comes with a beefy 140 round magazine. Now, this is one of the biggest airsoft mags I think I've ever seen in my 5 years working here at BZ. Just it's bigger than my face, this thing. It's the absolute size of it, but you are gonna need it because this HPA shotgun is an absolute beast. So if you're wondering, the Gen-12 is compatible with Wolverine's 308 magazines as well if you wanted a shorter mag, but we really don't recommend doing that with this thing because you will need those rounds. But say you've already got a 308 and you just want to up the BB capacity on that, get yourself one of these mags. These are available separately at bztactical.co.uk. Again, I really like the construction of these magazines. As you'd expect from Wolverine, nice, good, solid construction. This isn't going to break if you drop it. One thing I will add though is it's really stiff getting these things in the Gen-12 shotgun. I mean, over time it might grind down a little bit and it might be a bit easier to get in, but when I first tried to get this magazine in the Gen-12, by God, it was a workout trying to get that thing in there. So at least you know, if you accidentally hit that mag release, it's not going to slip out. If my biggest gripe with the product is that the mag is a bit stiff to get in, then you know they've done a pretty good job with the thing. But how does the Gen-12 shoot? We're going to pass over to Joe in a second. He's going to show you this thing shooting on our range briefly. But we're not going to spend too much time on shooting this thing. Wolverine themselves actually do some really fantastic videos with their products, so if you haven't already, go subscribe to Wolverine Airsoft's channel, go watch some of their videos about the Gen 12. They'll do a really good job explaining how this thing works, how it shoots, etc, etc. Everything you need about the Gen 12, they've got all the info. We just wanted to show it off on our channel, show you that we've got these in stock and show you what we think about these things. But we have shot them and they're extremely fun to shoot. They shoot 8 BBs per shot, and you can adjust it so it shoots 2 to 6 shots per second. So you've got to think, if you're doing 6 shots per second, you've got this thing on full auto, that's 8 BBs times 6. So if you've got that on full auto, you're gonna go through a full 140 round magazine in about 3 or 4 seconds. That's how insane this shotgun is. Obviously, if you're playing indoors, no full auto in the building, please. So you'll have to be careful about that. I know there's been a lot of talk about people saying, like, will these things get banned? I do think once people see them out in the open and out get in play, I don't think they're going to be as banned as some people are worried about. I think some indoor sites might restrict these, obviously, given the fact that they shoot 8 BBs per shot. But they're really not that bad to get shot by. I mean, if you're really up close and you're on the full auto, it might be a bit of a tough time, but I think for outdoor use as well, this is going to be absolutely perfect. Hopefully a few people get these out and about in the field very soon. As I say, this has been a very, very popular release here in January 2025. We got 20 of these in, we're down to the last one, and this is going out on Friday. It's now Wednesday, so it's already pre-sold. So we know that these things, a lot of players in the UK and in the US, etc., are going to have their hands on these very soon. So it'll be interesting to see how the gameplay turns out, how people find these things, because they are super, super fun to shoot, but probably not super, super fun to be on the opposite end of. One surprising thing about the Gen 12 is just how light it is. I think if you've held or used a Wolverine HPA gun like any of the MTWs, you'll know that they are surprisingly light. They've still got a solid structure on it. Obviously, this has got a fully CNC machined aluminium receiver set. It's got a genuine BCM grip and buttstock. It's got a really high quality polymer. When it's not aluminium, the rest is really good quality polymer. And you expect, given the size of this gun and the size of the magazine, etc., that this would be a really heavy gun. It's actually just 1.9 kilos for the full thing. So if you're looking for a nice lightweight HPA shotgun, I mean, you're not going to do much better than this thing. One downside of this is the price. This is a very, very pricey gun. It's going to set you back over £1,000, which is a lot of players' budget. But if you've ever dipped your toe into the world of HPA, you know that the prices can add up pretty fast. So I think the initial price of MTWs can make a few players' eyes water, but when you really drill down into the cost of getting your own AG or whatever and converting into HPA and getting a good quality working HPA rifle, you're not really saving yourself much money by doing that. It might even be more expensive than getting a Wolverine. Whereas with a Wolverine, you know that straight out of the box, it's going to work absolutely perfectly. As I say, I've never ever seen someone really complain about a Wolverine product, or not like a mass complaint about them anyway. And so far, from what we've seen, the response to these things has been absolutely gorgeous, and we've had so much fun using these things. If I had the money and I was a shotgun player, I'd definitely pick myself up one of these, because I have an absolute blast shooting one of these things on the range. Speaking of shooting this on the range, let's go down to Joe. He's going to give us a quick demonstration of it in action.
Cool, right, let's give her a quick shoot then. So, it is quite widespread in it. It works more like a shotgun and more like a video game. But yeah, on full auto, I'm not sure you'll be able to see what I can see now. Luke, if you come behind me. Yeah, it's just, if they're in front of you, they're dead. Not sure if you see that, but you're getting a good meat widespread. And again, it's hitting the full length of the range. And this is 2.5s. It is slightly over hopping, so probably heavier better, but you have got your hop up adjustments on the top here. Yeah, what a beast.
So that is the Gen 12 Wolverine HPA shotgun. If it's good enough for John Wick, is it good enough for you? Let us know what you think of this thing in the comments, please, guys. We always love to get your opinions on it. It is quite expensive, but is it worth the price? Let us know what you think about that. How do you like the design of it? How do you like the 8 shots per second thing? Just let us know your general thoughts on this thing. This was a bit different to the usual videos that we would do here at BZ, but we are pretty pressed for time because this thing is basically sold out by now. And we've got 60 new guns in stock that we need to catch up on. So expect some more videos very soon about some new guns. We've got some new stuff in from KWA, and we've got a brand new brand that has never ever been sold in the UK before called Raven Evolution. One of the best value airsoft brands that we've come across in a long time. So keep watching the BZ YouTube channel. Subscribe to us if you haven't already. We know about 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. It might have gone down since the last time I checked that. Cameraman Luke will have that on the screen somewhere right now. But if you aren't subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to find out more about the new airsoft guns that we've got in stock from several different brands. And we've got some new, even more new stuff coming in February, like the VMP2 from Borsk. A lot of people very excited about that one. You can expect a full review video about the VMP2 series here on BZ Tactical's channel. Subscribe, and one more time, subscribe. Perhaps when we've got this thing back in stock in February or March time, we can do a full unboxing video of it on the range, get a lot more footage of it in action, show you this thing shooting a bit more, because it's just an absolute delight. Maybe not dump a full mag in 3 seconds. That's probably the best thing to do next time we have this thing in stock. But again, let us know what you think in the comments, like this video and subscribe to BZ. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.